This is the kind of life everyone envies. Outside the window, a blizzard rages and snow fills the sky. Yet the woman hides away in a tent camp, relaxed and at ease, warming herself by the stove, enjoying a hearty meal through the freezing winter. That day, Kirin drives her off-road vehicle. Braving the heavy snow, she arrives at a forest deep in the mountains. She pulls out the rooftop awning, creating shelter beneath it from wind and snow. Considering how fierce the blizzard is, she puts on her rain gear and begins setting up the tent camp. Kirin unloads a trunk full of camping equipment, placing everything neatly beneath the canopy, then starts assembling and connecting the parts, completing the tent frame structure. Standing firmly on the snowy ground, to increase its load-bearing strength, she deliberately tightens all the bolts. Then she unfolds and erects the tent, laying it out according to the frame to form a double-layer structure. The space instantly feels larger. She further expands it with tent fabric. A 2-bedroom, 1 living room double-level layout is completed in no time. She secures the tent fabric to the frame with straps, making the structure rock solid. She pulls open the tent door curtain for easier movement in and out, then replaces it with a transparent plastic door, allowing her to enjoy the scenery outside. The interior space of the tent is very large, although the lower level is a bit low. For Kirin, camping alone, it is more than sufficient. The upper level is far from the cold, damp ground and can serve as her cozy bedroom. Through the window beside the tent, she can admire the raging snowstorm outside at any time. After wiping and drying the inside of the tent, she lays out the sheets and bedding, completing the setup of her sleeping area. Next, she backs the vehicle into place, perfectly connecting it to the tent entrance, forming a complete tent camp. After moving all kinds of camping gear inside, Kirin sits on the hammock, turning on a monitor nearby to watch some TV, feeling incredibly comfortable and relaxed. To cope with the freezing temperatures in the mountains, Kirin lights a kerosene heater to warm the camp and sustain life in the cold. After completing the initial setup of the camp, Kirin brings her dog out of the car and turns on the lights inside the tent, spending the freezing night together with her dog. As night falls and darkness sets in, she quickly assembles the stove, extending the exhaust pipe through the tent roof, so the smoke can be vented directly outside. The lower space is filled with firewood, stored for continued use. She then ignites the firewood with a blowtorch. As warm flames rush outward, the small fireplace quickly becomes wonderfully warm, giving her a deep sense of safety. While warming herself by the fire, Kirin continues setting up the remaining equipment and assembles the cooking stove so she can cook meals at night. With Christmas approaching, Kirin decorates the tent simply, turning the cozy interior into something that feels like home. Using the heat rising from beneath the floor, she cooks a late-night snack, sipping hot tea, nibbling on some treats, watching the heavy snow swirl outside, spending a quiet and peaceful night. Late at night, she pulls shut the tent curtains and clears the accumulated snow from the top of the tent. She takes out a cast iron pan. It is filled with enoki mushrooms and beef. A pot of delicious tomato hot pot begins to simmer. Even an ice-cold soda is ready to go. Eating a steaming hot pot, warming herself by the fire, with her dog by her side, winter no longer feels so cold or lonely. She grills a couple more delicious skewers. Then she lies back on the comfortable hammock, relaxed, warm, and completely at ease. Later, she returns to her bedroom area, watching movies on the projector. She falls asleep early on a soft, cozy bed. Early the next morning, when she wakes up, the heavy snowfall has stopped, but the entire campsite is buried under thick white snow. The world has turned completely white. Kirin opens the tent door and steps outside. Staring at the snowy scene before her, she brings her dog along into the snow, walking and running freely, enjoying the simple joy of winter. Back inside the tent, Kirin strikes a match and lights the fireplace. She ignites the stove and starts boiling chicken soup, warming her body while cooking something delicious. Sitting by the fire alone, with her dog keeping her company, she prepares a hearty and satisfying breakfast. After eating and drinking her fill, Kirin cleans up the entire campsite and packs everything back into the trunk. She gets into her vehicle and continues the journey. Heading north, she carries on with her camping adventure.